Because actually my mom's side of the family was a part of like a mob in New York during the 70s and 80s. So my grandfather, who didn't want any part of it, moved to Chicago. Like, interesting fact. So yeah, mob ties, you know, mob ties over here, you know what I mean? Hi, what's up you guys? So today we're gonna get started with this first product here. This is the e.l.f. Keep Your Balance Toner with hyaluronic acid and aloe and witch hazel. Apply toner to clean face and neck and avoid eye area. Follow with moisturizer. So I wonder if I should just try this not before my makeup, but like as my nighttime routine. So the second product that I want to try today, got this in my BOXYCHARM. This is the Ciate London Everyday Vacay, and I don't have the box. So I do know it's a prep and prime spray. So I'm actually going to use this as my primer today. Okay, right off the bat, it smells like coconut. I love the spray of this. Look at that. That's nice. So it did give me like some nice hydration. I will say though, I can already tell this has like coconut oil in it because it feels kind of thick and oily. All right, so let's get started. I am actually gonna start with my foundation today because, like I said, I'm pretty tan, so I'm really excited as to like what is going to work as my foundation, because this is the first time all summer that I've been like tan where I start dipping into my summer colors, and I love being tan. So all right, let's see what I have here. I think I'm going to go in with the tried and true. Let's see if this works for me. This is my NARS Sheer Glow foundation, and this was my everything when I first started doing makeup. This was like the first expensive foundation I bought myself, and it's just bomb.com, and I think it's still one of their most popular foundations. This is absolutely amazing. I was constantly wearing a darker color when I was younger, and so this is medium dark 1, but in reality I'm like medium 3 or something like that. So you know, it'd be like that. I'm actually gonna put this on my fingers. Oh yeah. So with NARS foundation, they do I find that they do work better when you put it on with your fingers and your hands, and you kind of like warm it up that way. I like to kind of put it on kind of messily with my fingers and then go in with a sponge or a foundation brush to kind of, you know, buff out the edges, just to make sure you're sanitizing and stuff, because you know, this day and age, coronavirus and all of that. This is gorgeous. Oh my god, I haven't used this in forever. Beautiful. Wow, this foundation is gorgeous. Such a pretty color. Doesn't settle into my pores. It's beautiful. Like, now I mean, I've always known why I've been so obsessed with this foundation, and this is why. Like, it's a beautiful coverage. It's still dewy, but not like greasy. Like, beautiful, man. Okay, so next I'm actually going to go in with my, so I don't really have a lot of summer concealers right now, so if you have one, please recommend me one in the comments below. Like, just a concealer. I'm obsessed with concealer, so just a concealer that you like. So I'm actually going to go in with this Fenty Pro Filter concealer, and this one, I don't know what I was smoking that day, but I got it way too dark for my skin, so I'm actually going to use this under my eye. Also, it's very Donald Trump like, So I like to mix it in with a lighter concealer, and I'm gonna go ahead and use the Hourglass concealer. I forget what this is called, but it's by Hourglass, and this is the shit. It's in the color Snow White. So like, you know, the mix will be like my perfect thing. Use this guy. This is a testament to how much our brushes and our beauty blenders soak up product, because with that, usually I wouldn't be able to like pull I wouldn't have this much product on my face if I used a brush or beauty blender, but because I'm using my finger, it is stretching. It's stretching. But I'm gonna go get a brush because this ain't my life right now. This ain't it. This ain't it. Pause. Okay. Real techniques to save the day. All right, a million years later, we got everything blended. Yeah. Still love the color. The concealer creases. Okay, Fenty. Thanks, Fenty. But it's fine. It's fine. Anyways, I'm sorry if you hear sirens in the background. I live in Chicago. Like, no matter where you live, like it could be the nicest area in Chicago, or it could be the middle, or it can be like the ghetto. Chicago is so ghetto sometimes, and only I can say that because I'm actually from Chicago. Like if anybody else from any city says something bad about Chicago, they gonna have a problem. Because I kind of know the ins and outs of the city and stuff like that, like I can say that. It's fucking filthy. But this is a powder I haven't used since I bought it as a powder. I bought this about, I'm still working at MAC, so let's say about a year and a half ago, or whenever it came out, and I got in the shade Honey, and this is way too dark, yo, like way too dark for me. I mean, it's not, okay, I'm being exaggerating, but it's definitely like in the winter, more of something I can use as a bronzer, you know, like it's definitely not like a brightening shade for under my eye. Like I said, I got in the shade Honey, and this is the color on me. Now, I think it's light enough, but in the winter, it's a bronzer. Like, it's dead ass a bronzer. I'm actually going to go ahead and use my MAC 129 synthetic brush and pop this on the right eye. It may be a little too dark, but we'll see. But I like the powder. It mattifies a little too much for my personal taste, but it definitely helped blur my pores, because I have like, sorry, my nose ring. I definitely have like pore issues in this area, but they're almost like non-existent with this powder. Where have I been? Okay, guys, I've been watching The Sopranos because I've never watched it before. And the reason why I started watching The Sopranos is because of the Netflix documentary on like the mob, and I just became like so fascinated, which I know like that's not like legit like mob stuff. Obviously it's a fucking scripted TV. But I don't know, I just kind of wanted the feeling of like mob stuff, if that makes sense. So yeah, I find the mob super, super interesting. My family's actually from New York, and they moved out of New York in the 80s or 90s, or like the 80s, because actually my mom's side of the family was a part of like a mob in New York during the 70s and 80s. So my grandfather, who didn't want any part of it, moved to Chicago. Like, interesting fact. So yeah, mob ties. You know, mob ties over here. You know what I mean? Okay, so Next, I'm gonna move to my eyes, and this is something that I actually just got in my BOXYCHARM. This is the Morphe x Manny MUA Glam palette, which I thought it was interesting, but this palette is beautiful. So I will say, like, good job to you, Manny, in like curating this palette because it's beautiful. I'm gonna do my eyes with this, and I think I want to do, you know, since I'm wearing this funky shirt, I'm gonna go in with this color here called Fire Witch. Put that Fire Witch color in my crease. First swipe, and it's that pigmented. Let's see. There's not a lot of kick up in the pan, which I so appreciate. Okay, sorry about that. So I actually got a call in the middle of me doing my makeup, and so I took the call and then I did my eyebrows off camera. But let's resume this thing here, this look, this fire bitch look. This fire bitch. I think I'm gonna call this video like doing full face of makeup I never use, because I just pulled out a bunch of makeup that, like, you know, has been sitting in my drawer that I never really touched. Not because I don't like it, but because, like, I just never, like, you know, makeup is constantly like new releases and X, Y, and Z, and like yeah, so I was just, so it's like stuff I never use mixed with like new stuff. So okay, so for kind of like to buff this color out, I'm going to dip into this palette here, and this is some of that new stuff that I was talking about. This is from my BOXYCHARM. Remember, I saw like the preview of the box and I was like, I better get this fucking palette. It is beautiful. I know it's just like so basic, like 4 neutral colors. Actually, they're bronzers, I believe, but I'm like, this is gorgeous. Like, it has a perfect mix of neutrals, warms, like yellows, light, dark. So I'm gonna go into these 2 colors here and use them as eyeshadows, actually, and use them to kind of buff out this color here. I do love using bronzers as eyeshadows, like basic bitch over here. Okay, so I'm gonna go back into the palette, the Manny MUA palette, and I'm going to actually dip into this color, Aries. Can I do Aries? I think Aries. Aries is a color that I actually really, really love. It's like a blue-brown shift. I love these kind of colors, especially with like this kind of orangey look I'm doing here. So I'm actually going to go in with my finger, and then I'll go in with a brush in a sec. I don't know, guys. This pigment is just not doing it for me. Like, it's pretty, but I don't know about this, guys. So we're gonna try and finish this. So I am seeing some fallout here, but anyways, it's a pretty color. The pigment is not what I was really expecting, if I'm being honest. Like, it's taking me a lot to build up this color. I'm gonna change my brush. It could be this kind of brush. I'm gonna go back into Fire Bitch and add a little more of that color. There's a fucking Honda that's always interrupting my videos. I'm going to go into this color here called Howl. Like howl, like a howl. And I'm gonna just kind of use that here, you know. So what I learned from like the Netflix documentary on the mafia, I thought was really interesting, is that like, you know, like how some people will be like, hey, like the wise guy over here, like to like to refer to like someone like being a smartass. But like a wise guy in the mafia is someone who like, well, a wise guy used to mean like someone that was in the mob, like someone that was like a foot soldier of the mob or something like that. So I thought that was interesting how that like changed throughout the years, you know. Yeah, I don't know. I also wish that Netflix will do one about the Mexican cartels and the families and stuff like that, because that would be fucking dope. Like, gotta learn about my heritage, you know. No, I'm just kidding. And I'm gonna do my ColourPop one. So I used this a few times. It's not my favorite, but it's also $5, so you know, it is what it is. I'm actually okay. I'm actually looking for like a good white one. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it like that. I saw a TikTok where the girl just did like her outer corner, and it was really pretty. I'll fix that in a second. And then actually I want to use this color here mixed with this color. So Jamenta, okay, and Fire Bitch, like they work. Like, don't get me wrong, they work. They're good palettes. Like it's a good palette. It is what it is. But I don't know, I just had like higher expectations for a Morphe palette, especially with Manny MUA, and I feel like my eyes are crooked. Whatever, I'll be lopsided today. I don't care. The pigmentation is nothing special. Like, it's just basic. You know, I don't know how much this costs, but like, it doesn't blow my mind or anything like that. So I don't know. That's my opinion. That's the dollar store lashes. I got this pack for $5, guys. Come up and look at them. They're pretty. Okay, so I am gonna go ahead and dip into a bronzer that I have not used since I bought it. Yes, this is the Vlogger bronzer by Morphe, and it's one of those like duo ones. This side is matte, this side is shimmer, and I haven't used it because it's so dark. Like, I don't know who I think I am sometimes. Like, I honestly feel like I think I'm darker than what I actually am, you know? But because I'm tan, I feel like it'll be okay right now. I'm gonna go ahead and, like, I need to give this to, like, well, not bad. Okay, definitely a little more red, but I feel like when I'm tan I can pull off the kind of the red, you know. Not bad. Okay, so on this side, really quickly, because I want to see the colors and how they stand alone, I'm gonna use this palette and I'm gonna dip into that third color, because this one is definitely more for like my dark skin beauties or for like an eyeshadow. This is beautiful. They are both beautiful. Like, this palette, I'm in love with. Like, I think the tones are beautiful. The pigmentation is perfect. The color range, like, they're gorgeous. They are so gorgeous. I forgot what I was saying. Okay, so the blush that I like kind of hardly ever use, it is Lovejoy by MAC, and this is their mineralized blush, and it is beautiful. And I know this is beautiful as an eyeshadow, as a blush. I just don't ever reach for this. Like, I think maybe because I feel like it's a little too dark, but I don't even think so, because like I've seen like a lot of fair girls use this and all that stuff, so I don't know why I just never reach for it. It's such a beautiful tone. Let's see. It has like a slight sheen. It's not super pink, but it's not like super warm. It's like just a beautiful, beautiful neutral color. And then Lovejoy as an eyeshadow. Gorgeous. Next, I'm actually gonna set my face first, I mean before highlight, and this is the Ciate Everyday Vacay that I used to prep. I'm actually gonna use to set. Yeah, this color, I mean this scent, it smells so good. I can't put my finger on what it smells like. Maybe it just smells like the beach. All right, so this is the Profusion highlight in Makeup Forever by Makeup Forever. Blah, blah, blah. Makeup Forever Profusion highlight in number, I don't know the number. It's just this Profusion. It's beautiful, like beautiful, but I just totally forgot that I even had this. Like, I don't ever use this, but it is really pretty. I remember this formula being really nice. Oh my god. Oh, I need to start using this more. It's so pretty. And I just like swiped it really quickly up here for like a brow bone highlight, and it worked so well. Yeah, this is dope. Like, I need to start using this again. Okay, now for the lip. Okay, this is a lip liner that I received and I never use it, and this is in the color Cozy Kira. This is by the brand Beauty Vault. Okay, so this is a color that used to be like my OG Ride or Die by Urban Decay, and I actually used to collect Urban Decay lipsticks because I think the formula is so good, and they're very affordable, and I love the packaging. And this is a color that I was absolutely obsessed with, but I just forgot about it. Like, I just don't use it anymore. I have an obsession. I have over 150 lipsticks, probably more, and this just got like lost in the shit of it all, you know what I mean? So this is the color, like I said, Carnal. It's like a peachy nude, and it's a matte. It's really pretty. It's gorgeous. Like I said, I just don't use it. And lastly, this is the NARS Laguna lip tint oil thing, and I bought this and I was so obsessed with it. I spent $28 for it, and then I just never used it again. You know, how many times have we done that? We're like, oh my god, I need that. Oh my god, like, this is so beautiful, and then like put it into our makeup, like vanity or whatever, and totally forget about it. That's definitely the case in this. I bought this like 3 months ago, and I think I've used it like twice. It's so pretty. So yeah, as for the new stuff, being this Manny MUA and Morphe palette, being this, and then being this, I don't see myself using this to set my makeup unless I like run out of everything else, because I just think it's a little too heavy. Like, you can just feel the oil on your skin, and I do like it. I did like it as a primer though, because again, it was super moisturizing and like emollient, you know, and it was like a good base. So I can see myself using it for that, or like putting it into my kit, but I don't see me using this as like a setting spray. Next, I wanted to pop some of this highlight. Okay, I'm gonna do that right now. Just to see. Should I go? I'm gonna go in with Apollo because Nova's a little pink. Ooh, she's highlighted. Okay. Wow. I'm not surprised Manny did this. Manny did highlights right. I'm not surprised. Yeah, that's super pretty. Okay, anyways, as for this palette, I really love the highlights. Like it's blinding, you know what I mean? The eyeshadows, I love the color scheme. I love this color Zaya here. I'm obsessed with this color Sophie, or all the neutrals. I'm obsessed with, you know, Fire Bitch and Spellbound. Like, I love the color story in this. The thing is that I don't know, I just wasn't like I didn't jump out of my seat for the formula. I had to build up the color, this color here a lot, and even the crease color I had to dip into the color multiple times, and if more times than if I were using like my Jaclyn Hill palette or other things. So the formula, I'm like you know, but I do love the color scheme. I think it's a great palette for you to travel with, because again, it has like almost a little bit of everything. If it had just like, I can see like maybe using Witch Bitch or French Bitch or Fire Bitch as like a blush. This could be like, just, you don't need to take anything else with you. And then of course, my favorite, the star of the show, it's this Ace Beauty Paradise, Bronze Paradise. It's just, this is everything that I am. Bronzer, me. Yes. Anyways, yeah. All right, you guys, that concludes my video today of makeup, that full face of makeup that I forgot about. That is a mouthful. But anyways, yeah, I hope you guys liked the video. I've been trying to cut down on buying makeup because YouTube don't pay my bills yet, you know, so like and subscribe, please. But yeah, so I have just been digging back into my makeup collection on just like things that I haven't touched, haven't used, forgot about, getting dusty in the corner, and I rediscovered a lot of the things that I was initially obsessed with in the beginning. And so like when in the beginning, as in like when I first bought it, and for some reason it was like pushed aside for one reason or another. But yeah, so I'm glad I was able to kind of rediscover some of the things that I love and kind of fill that that hunger for new makeup, because it's kind of like it's new to me again, if that makes sense. But I really hope you like this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and share my videos, and please just subscribe, please. And don't forget to spread love and light. Bye. I'll see you in my next one.